Greetings everyone, welcome to my review of IDW Sonic issue 16. I'm going to go ahead and plant my spoiler tag here because this issue builds off what happened last time, and issue 15 was a doozy. While Sonic and Amy were searching for anything related to Eggman's plan at one of his abandoned bases, Rough and Tumble attacked. When the Skunk Brothers lost their drill tank, they resorted to Plan B, activate their backpacks provided by Dr. Eggman. Only Eggman did not reveal what they do. So, to everyone's surprise, Rough and Tumble were doused in metal virus goo, transforming them into what Sonic christened Zombots. They were disposed of, but it came at a price. Sonic himself became infected when he touched them. How will Sonic deal with this situation? The issue starts with Tangle biking towards Tails' workshop, where inside, she spots Tails observing Sonic running in a giant hamster wheel. Seems between the last issue and this one, Sonic ran over to Tails' workshop and, in the process, discovers the virus had regressed. Tails has been running some tests based on this, hence Sonic in the hamster wheel thing. Once they believe Sonic's been cured via running, he stops. Okay, that was too easy. I'm not buying it. Tangle's confused, so Sonic brings her up to speed on current events, including Dr. Eggman, Dr. Starline, Rough and Tumble, and the metal virus infection. That's all fine and good, but the reason Tangle arrived is she wants to share something that happened to her recently, which we can read about in the recently released IDW Sonic 2019 Annual. Plug. The Sonic, Tails, and Tangle bits bookend the issue, so I'll go ahead and give the rest of their stuff now. After Tangle finished what happened to her and Whisper in that story, she asked Sonic and Tails what they plan to do next. Well, it's to look for that mini-arc battleship Sonic and Amy discovered, which they believe will distribute the metal virus. They hope to smash it before it launches, and Tangle's all for that. As she and Sonic are about to high-five, he spots some silvery stuff on his arm and pulls back at the last second. I knew it wouldn't be that easy to cure Sonic of the infection. Tails wants to study this more. However, Sonic leaves so he can find that battleship. While I'm sure that's his eventual goal, his real concern for the moment is to distance himself from his friends. He knows he's become a liability and has brought up times where he's been transformed in the past, and hopefully he'll get through this crisis as well. Let's head over to the one responsible for Sonic's condition, which makes up the bulk of the issue. Eggman, Dr. Starline, and Orbot and Cubot board the battleship, and it launches. Well, so much for finding it before that happens. On the way to their first target, Eggman decides to give Starline a tour of the battleship, or face ship as he likes to call it. It's powered by the Chaos Emerald Starline provided, which is embedded in Eggman's throne. They go through the area where the metal virus is mass-produced. Thankfully, Eggman doesn't share the ingredients. He may be an egomaniac, but he does have his limits. Starline's worried there may not be enough metal virus to infect the world. If you remember issue 14, Eggman's already got the answer. Infect a number of populated areas and let the infected spread the virus around. The first target of the metal virus? Windmill Village, the town where they took in Eggman while he was Mr. Tinker. Wow, these poor people, why? And the way he drops the payload, well, since this is a face ship, and I'm sorry if some of you are eating, but there's no getting around this. It looks like it's puking the stuff all over the village, covering the majority of the people and transforming them instantly. Those lucky enough not to touch the stuff won't be lucky for long. The infected corner and convert the remaining populace until all have become Zombots. Seems this act has fully restored Starline's hero worship of Dr. Eggman after what happened in issue 14. Eggman orders his new Zombot army to spread out and terrorize. As they do, we're reminded that the virus not only infects animals, but plants as well. One infected tree converts a bird, and we end the issue with that Zombot bird flying towards a populated city. The Sonic Tails Tangle subplot serves the following purposes. First, it lets Tangle be an audience surrogate, allowing Sonic and Tails to provide exposition on current events, not only to her, but to those who are starting IDW Sonic with this issue. I've heard of cases where this is happening. Second, as pointed out earlier, It's to promote the recently released IDW Sonic 2019 annual. Now, I like Tangle and all, but I think she was shoehorned in for these first two reasons. You can easily rewrite the Tails workshop scenes to just focus on Sonic and Tails. Sonic seemingly gets cured, they discuss the battleship situation, Sonic tries to high-five Tails, only to find he's still infected, and Sonic leaving to find the battleship as a pretense to get away from his buddy. This brings us to the third and most important point. Sonic handling his new condition. He brings up other times he was changed, confirming that Sonic and the Secret Rings, and possibly the Black Knight, happened in this continuity. I think Sonic has doubts this change can be easily reversed, even though we know it will eventually happen. It's because, as he puts it, he's a liability now. When Sonic was cursed with the Flame of Judgment, only he was at risk, not those around him. With the Werehog, while he looked dangerous, he was mentally in control of the situation and used that strength to his advantage. The Metal Virus limits him to a degree. He could still smash normal badniks, but in cases in which he, for example, tries to rescue someone from a burning building, he cannot without risking infection. And no one, as far as we know, is as fast as Sonic to prevent the inevitable. As for Eggman, he could have chosen any other place to drop his first Metal Virus payload. Instead, he chose Windmill Village purely out of spite. These kind villagers took in an Eggman without his memory, and Eggman could not stomach this when he was restored to normal. It's a reminder that Eggman has very, very dark moments beyond stuffing animals into robots. Him giving Starline a tour of the face ship is like showing off a demented factory. I know Eggman likes to stroke his ego, but why do I have this feeling this may come back to bite him later on? Again, at least Eggman didn't share the secret ingredient for the Metal Virus, the event itself. It's stuff that wouldn't be out of place in your standard zombie movie. An agent infects the population, those that did not become infected are fearing for their lives as zombots corner them, there's the breaking into the house to get the victims cliche, and finally, that zombot bird going towards a city at the end wouldn't feel too out of place at the end of a zombie movie. The art certainly helps with this atmosphere. The issue is another major turning point in the Metal Virus saga. Sonic's in a tough spot right now, Eggman's dumping the stuff on populated areas, and the Zombots are out and about spreading the stuff in Eggman's name. I have a funny feeling Eggman will eventually lose control of the situation. It's bound to happen. Next time though, we'll see how our trio of detectives handle the Zombot apocalypse. See you then. I wonder what's worse, facing rotting corpses or liquid metal abominations.